What is the lowest level of revenue generation and what is the highest? My hope is that by working through these levels, it will spur some thoughts and ideas for you. You don't necessarily have to do the highest level. In fact, if you get that right, you are one of a few people in all of human history who have ever done so. But let's explore what the levels are so that you can look at options for yourself. The lowest and possibly most dangerous level of income generation is one salary. What you're doing there is you're effectively taking all of your eggs and putting them in one basket and handing them to someone else. It is perceived as being very stable. I would argue that there is great danger to having all of your eggs in one basket and giving them to someone else for safekeeping. One level up from that is employment plus investments. Now this is a little safer and it generates a bit more revenue because what you're doing is you are trading your labor for a salary and at the same time you are using some of that excess money to invest in things which bring in more excess money. Chances are that's not going to make you super wealthy, but it is certainly an improvement and worth doing. And over the long term, your investments will certainly grow. Now, the people who tend to become first-generation millionaires and billionaires tend to own their own businesses or to own the point of sale. In other words, they benefit directly from every sale made, whether that means setting up a business or setting up something online or whatever the case might be. Can even mean drawing a comic strip and then selling it 10,000 times around the world, but you own the sale. That's the key part. So that's the next level up. It's exiting employment and it's the level at which you own revenue coming into you via sales. Now, the next level after that is when you have multiple instances of the same sales generator. Now let me explain what I mean by that one. Let's say, for example, you open a grocery store. You are the boss of the store. Every sale made, everything that goes through the till, puts money in your pocket. So you open more grocery stores. You have lots of instances of the same revenue generator. That's the next level up. Now, master level, and this really is Rockefeller money. This is something that most human beings will never get right. In fact, only a few in all of human history have done it, but this really is where the mega wealth is to be found. They have multiple instances of revenue generating machines that have multiple outlets. So for example, you are one human being who owns a series of media outlets and a series of retail stores and a series of, and each one of those has outlets making sales. Every single sale through your entire network of businesses all puts money back in your pocket. Like I say though, that's not something that most people are going to try for. That's Rockefeller levels of wealth. However, it does point out what the mega wealth formula looks like. So let me ask you a twofold question. The first is, if you had to dream out loud and imagine doing something like that, what would be your first step? The reason I like to ask a question like that is sometimes when we play with a thought exercise of that nature, we end up going, well, why not? And that's very valuable. Second part question is, what could you do at the beginnings of that equation? To go, for example, from a single salary, all your eggs in one basket, to multiple baskets earning you income, and you are the owner, you are the boss, you are the person who benefits directly from all of the sales made. If you had to start to move toward that as your goal, how might that look?